Morning, y'all. All right. Well, I got a busy day. I'm leaving town in 2 days. So reminder, no show Thursday, no show Friday, but I'll be back the following Monday. And of course, none over the weekend, unless I'm want to go live while I'm in Colorado. All right, I'm just going to start off, get some stuff out real quick, and then we'll jump into our little discussion topic. Yeah, that's right. We're going to have a discussion topic. Never happens, right? All right. Sold a bunch of DVDs this weekend. From Hell. Sold for $2.95 with a lenticular cover. Ooh. A Bug's Life, which is not in my hand. Here it is. Sold for $4.76 free ship. Sold Kingdom of Heaven for $8.95. Sold Delta Farce, starring Larry the Cable Guy. The most... I both love and hate the title of the movie. Aside from the people in it, I feel like it's as low effort as you can get, but that's pretty much what a farce is, movie-wise. We got Neil Young, Heart of Gold, DVD open, $3.95, and The Rookie, starring Dennis Quaid and some kid, $3.95. I figured as we got into winter, DVD sales would start picking up, and looks like that was a good inclination. So we're going to get these out first, and then I'll catch up on the chat, and then we will get into our little discussion topic. All right. And you know what? I'm going to also pack up a Stampin' Up. Evergreen. Very good condition. This picked up over the summer. I took an offer for $4.95. Or $14.95. That's what I meant. Not $4. I wouldn't have taken a $4.95 offer. You're crazy. But Christmas stuff is starting to sell. Definitely seeing it. Not that it wasn't already selling. It seems to be picking up. All right. Can I see this? So that's good enough. should have a better Sharpie available that's more visible. How about metallic marker? Yep, that'll work. All right, so while I get this ready, I need put in the chat, please. The just color, any color. I'm gonna randomly pick the first one that I see, not necessarily the first one in there, just the first one that I see. So any color, you can be creative as long as it's a real color. Just first, everybody just put a color. All right. I saw burgundy first. So we're going to just pick that one first. All right. Now I need a material. Like when I say material, I mean you could say like a fabric or metal, glass, wood, whatever you want. Same thing. I'm going to pick the first that I see. Wait a minute. That's weird. All right. Well. All right. Take a look here. I saw pleather first. Hold on. I got to make sure who said. Okay. We have different people. I'm trying to make sure. Pleather. Okay. And then third, just give me any old item name. Bowl, hat, stapler, cup, pen. I don't know. Anything that you want, whether it makes sense or not. And I'm just again gonna pick the first that I see, and we might do a few of these. So I'll be going back. It doesn't actually, don't pick a name based on burgundy pleather, because we're going to go back and do this again. So just any item. see what we got. All right. I saw vase first, but we already picked the color. You're a little behind, Ainsley. I like didgeridoo, but I don't know that we're going to find that. I'm going to go with Janet's heart. Let's just see what happens. Okay. $217. I don't know why it said PCs and notebooks. Let's go. That's really weird. Let's do all categories. Burgundy, pleather, heart. Wow, there's a lot of. I'm surprised at the number of results here. All right, but what's the real question is, let's go to solds. And what we're going to look at here is the solds of essentially blank white background, removed backgrounds, and like that is clearly AI. Nobody set up their little seashell ivy thing. This is probably AI. Could be AI. 4. We'll count that as black background. That is not any AI background. So something like this, I'd say we should count towards blank. Towards a blank background versus like AI sort of staged background. Like I'm pretty sure this is not staged because it's got a crappy shadow, but it does have the annoying painted plank background, the worst background on eBay. This is 100% AI though. This is probably AI. Like, who's going to set up Marvel for taking pictures? I mean, I guess some people. This is almost certainly just a setup blank. That's certainly AI. That's somebody's setup. That is just some pictures. There's background removed for sure. That's some photo setup. That's a photo setup. That's a photo setup. Bad background removal. Look how, like, they didn't even try. And it's still sold. All about the keyword, Barbie Burgundy. That's a setup. You can see the person's shadow taking the picture there. We talked about this last night. The hold it in your hand photo. That is likely somebody's counter. I don't think that's AI. Why? I mean, it could be AI. There's a lot of junk on that bench. That's the stuff they're about to take pictures of. That's not AI. That is not AI. That is somebody's photo setup. That is definitely not AI. I love that they watermarked this like somebody's going to steal it. Who's going to steal this photo? For real. Definitely not AI, especially considering. Oh my. Soldo. That is probably AI. This one, maybe. Not AI. Definitely AI. Maybe not. That might actually be legit. Somebody's furry. What are they? What is that? Is that just cotton? That's weird. The vast majority. Oh, there's background removed. Background removed. Just that's blank. Definitely not AI though. So I would say definitely the like absolute winner here, without question, is somebody's random photo setup. 100%. This I have to. I think. Oh, that's using. These are product shots from the manufacturer. But yeah, photo setup wins the day. Although second place, which is really what this is a question about, of AI versus background removed, I think we have to give it to background removed. Does anybody disagree? Yeah, the marble one is real. So the argument here is, you know, not so much set up. Should you set up or should you just do blank background? I like the blurred backgrounds too. Those I tend to like. I gave up on the white box. I started doing background removal, and I think that it is better. And depending on your photo setup, it can look great or terrible. I've consistently found the problem with my cameras that I couldn't get enough light on it to make. I'd either get crazy shadows or it just wouldn't look good, or my camera wouldn't pick it up well enough, and I'd have to go through and light adjust or contrast adjust everything. There was too much like post-production for me with a regular photo setup. All right, let's just try another one real quick. I'm going to go back and do the same thing all over again. All right, I see green from Dawn. Scroll down here. Silicone. Spatula. Wow. 182. That's a lot. I'm not going to go through all of them. We're just going to go through page 1, 60 items. That's all we're going to go by. I think this is going to be skewed. Because of the kind of product, but that's, I think, also worthwhile looking at. I don't like these multi-view first picture. It doesn't look good when it shows up in search. I will definitely say those are worth avoiding. More photo setups. There's AI, 100%. Look at that fake shadow. Here, let me I'd say, though, it's probably about like 60-40 background removed versus photo setup. And it probably has a lot to do with who's selling it. This bullshit, no. $295 plus $320 shipping. How? Are they giving a deal on shipping just to get it moved? See details. Oh. They've got it in first class, standard shipping, first class. That's crazy. I wonder if this is sold by IKEA. No, Auction King. I don't get it. Oh, maybe they purchased multiple. Or they're just taking the loss to get it moved. Butter mold, silicone tray pack. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's about 60-40 background removed. Not a lot of AI here, except for that one we saw at the beginning. Which makes sense. For an item like a spatula, you just want to show the product. You don't need to stage it. I think on that one we're gonna have to give it to white background again for the solds, because that is the standard we're going for here. Let's just see what's listed, though. It's probably, like I said, though, it's probably skewed for this category because of the type of item. I mean, just at the first page, I mean, that's probably AI there. I mean, it's obviously going to have, that's AI. Are they using a phone for their size? I don't understand. What is going on with this? What are they trying to say here? Here's a phone, and this is how big the spatula is. We're going to give you exact dimensions, but we also need you to see the phone so that you know that we are accurately explaining. Oh my God. Hodgepodge. So we have whatever this is, hand-holding bendy spatula on a sheet. There's, again, next to the phone case, in case you weren't sure that it was bigger than a phone. Here, let me show you. The spatula is also bigger than the phone case. And here, let's put it on the sheet again. Man, that's dumb. Oh, painted plank. Everyone's favorite. Even a spatula. Put it on a painted plank. AI. That's kind of a cool one. I like the design on that. A lot of more, definitely more background removes available. So it's going to skew the results. I mean, I mean, it's all the rage. And I get, I just find it funny that they not only have the phone, but they have the phone twice, and their first photo is the product with the phone and the exact dimensions, demonstrating giving the exact dimensions of the phone or of the spatula. Like, at what point have you provided the exact information enough that you don't really need to reference? I do know, like this, like Scavenger Life, those guys, they would put it in like exact dimensions, but then they would also always like do one picture at the end, either in their hand or with a Coke can, just to give like a visual size reference for people. And I understand that. I get that. I don't think you should ever do that for your main photo, especially if you're putting in dimensions on your main photo. And second, if you're going to do it with your phone, you don't also need to do it with your phone case. Just saying. All right. We might come back to that a little bit. I'm going to, how are you deciding what photos are AI? You can usually tell if it's fake. Like, if you see the person's shadow taking a picture, you're probably looking at somebody who set it up. Okay, that's fine. And there's, I think there's also a larger question of what sells better. I think a professional photo backdrop, if your pictures are coming out really good, absolutely can be as good as just a blank background, or better sometimes, depending on what the item is. I think that that's important as well. You really need to consider what you're selling. Like, I don't think if I'm selling a record, like, I'm going to want to set this up on like some sort of, fancy backdrop. No, I just want to show the front, the back, the record itself, the label, any defects. Like, that's it. Like, you want that picture to be as clean and straightforward as possible. Staging it is only going to hinder the sale. I think on something like something like this, which just sold. I didn't stage a photo, but for something like this, and this is like a flower press or a paper press, you could definitely make the argument that this is something, vintage, antique, wood. You could definitely stage this with like, flower vase or something behind it because of what it does. Maybe some old paper, old book, something like that you would actually use it with. I think that you could make a really good argument for staging a photo for something like this. All right. I need to pause now. We're going to do some actual shipping, since this is, Shipshow. Yeah, this is by no means scientific. We're just kind of doing a random, let's pick some keywords and look at the first page of solds and see what we're seeing. Trying to take as random of a swath as possible is the general idea. All right, but I need to ship some things. Let's get some stuff out here that's easy and quick. I sold some Burks. We'll talk about this. Somebody came in and bought 4 Burks. These all, I believe, came from the Sci-Fi Buy last year. Sci-Fi Buy. We've got wheat for a wonton. On the other side is DOA. These are actually mysteries. The worlds of Ecommerce. Death of a Tall Man. Also mystery. And The Planet of Tears by Trish Ruies. Uranus? Probably. All right. And this person was smart, SMRT. They used 2 different coupons. 16% off purchase of 4 or more items. 3 or more items, sorry. And a flat $4.95 media shipping for 2 or more items. So, and the reason for this little experiment, and I think this is valid, there are, several other channels out there right now. One of them, another morning show, that are really heavily promoting the use of AI backgrounds. And honestly, there's no data, obviously, to support a better sell-through with AI backgrounds. I don't necessarily speaking from my own experience, when I'm searching items, depending on what it is, personally, I'm not saying this is going to be true for everybody. Certainly not. For me, if you give me two items that are identical, and one of them is a very clean background removed, all I see is the product. It looks, a well lit, good looking item. I am more inclined, I believe, to purchase the item with a clean background versus something with a very busy background. Yes. That's what I especially love it, the background remover for that. Like small items, I can literally just I don't have to do anything. So okay, we'll just do this next. All right. I listed this less than a week ago. Hiding in the back of a drawer at my parents' house, not working. Threw in a new battery. Works great. I think I talked about this. A Swiss military Wenger watch. These pictures I took on my couch. No lighting setup. No nothing. Just ran it through the background remover. You can even see the reflection of my ceiling on the back of the watch. And I think that is a super, I don't think you want to stage that. I've seen some watches get staged, and I don't think that it looks good. That sold for $62. Yeah, I used to do not use background remover. I had a white photo box, like a little white thing, tabletop one. And even in that, with like awesome lighting, like near, ideal, perfect lighting, I was having issues with, like, my photos were still coming out not bright enough. I don't like that box. What else we got? That's not good for this. Please. There we go. Use one of these. That is overkill. Do not need all that. Those are next. We're gonna get those out of the way. And I'm not proposing that there's a right answer here to be had, necessarily to be had. Maybe there is. I don't know that there is. But I don't think that, like, I definitely see no evidence that you get better sell-through with AI. And I also think that one of the problems with it is that depending on what you select for your AI background, you are, I think, limiting potentially your audience, by which I mean, if let's say even just choosing, instead of a white background, a neutral background, you choose to use a color, right? If you choose a blue background, that may appeal to a certain subset of people versus using a red background, which would appeal to a completely different subset, right? Like your click-through on blue background could be very different than what your click-through is on red background. And why would you want to, essentially discriminate your audience based on color preferences? And I mean discriminate like not in like a negative, not, well, it's still negative, but not like in, racial discrimination kind of thing. I mean, like actually discriminate your audience, for which would, ultimately, I think, reduce the likelihood you're going to sell your item. Likewise, I think how you set up your item versus what AI background you select versus would do the same thing as you would with just choosing a color for the background, as opposed to just a neutral background. I may be wrong. That's just my hunch. I think this is fair. I think that's very true. I think that if you're taking dark pictures and removing the background, you should definitely be doing something in post-production to get them lighter. I sold my last 2 sets of nut picks. Nut pick. They both sold for $6.95 a piece. Almost wide enough, but not quite. These are not going to work. How do I do that? Get in there. But and our little experiment was just that, just an experiment, right? It's not by any means scientific, and obviously, the spatula is going to be a bit skewed, but that's kind of the whole point of a random. I feel like the burgundy thing is probably equally skewed in the other direction, and yet I think that you still had white background outperform AI, or staged, not staged, but. I think that's there are other factors too. Like I said, non-scientific. But I also think that, like, is it even worth going through the effort of staging something, or Don, you're gonna make me go to YouTube? Fine. And even doing background remover is an extra effort, right? Like, Don, is that a didgeridoo? It is. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, there are so many other factors, right? Like, all right, next up, let's get some of these big ends out of the way. Sold this banjo weather station. Ooh, fancy. That's the backing. Sold for an amount that I will tell you in just a minute. $40. How much does this weigh? It weighs 5 pounds. Can I get this in a flat rate medium box, or even a large flat rate box? 4 pounds. It's going to be 5 pounds by the time I'm done. I don't think that's going in a medium, but it definitely could fit in a large. What's ground advantage going to cost me? $20 for. It's going to be cheaper. Large flat rate. Nice. Yep. That is indeed what we're going to do. And like I said, like, I know that, every seller is going to be different. Everybody wants to run their business their own way. I'm not trying to make an argument necessarily one way or another. However, I think that it is worth taking a good look at whether or not there is benefit especially if you are promoting to a larger audience that there is. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to promote one way or another. But it is in my nature to question most things. And I've seen a lot of reselling content as of late, pushing AI background. And honestly, I don't buy it. There we go. I'm using discontinued regional A, so nobody get on my case. that's pretty much the biggest pain in the ass of the day. So it's out of the way now. Yeah, price is, I think, pretty important. Also, boobies in the background. You always like. That's what I need. Is I will adopt. I will adopt AI when it can do boobies in the background for me, but not until then. Dude, this is crazy, guys. I'm at a goose egg so far for Monday morning, 9 a.m. That is not normal. I do have 12 offers to send out. All right, we're going to send out 20% off offers on these. %10 on these. All right, moving on. Easy stuff. Let's knock it out. Sold a pocket knife, little single blade dealy bopper. LK Company. Kind of good looking, cool little knife. Definitely seen some better days, but condition on these doesn't necessarily have a lot to do with saleability. More like what you can get out of them. So I probably could have gotten more out of this if it was better shape, but it's not. So I only got $15. And that's okay. You're gonna just get some smaller chunks off of this thing. We're gonna need them. Like four sounds good. I agree with that. Non-distracting is important. See a ping? Nice. I do too, by the way. Hi, Buster. Is this about treats? It's usually about treats. I bet it's about treats. Do you want treats, or do you just want to say hi to the peeps? Oh, that was a disaster label. Let's try that again. Yeah. Yes, I'm coming. Just give me a moment. All right, say hi to the peeps. They want to see you. Show the beans. Show the beans if you want the treats. Don't bite my nose. Okay, come on. All right. Yeah, my cats definitely, when there's other cats on the reseller content I watch, they go crazy too. Hey, I just sold a $9 postcard. Hooray! I'm on the board. All right. Sold this fleur de lis. I know how to say it. Boy Scout, like paperweight, I guess is what it is. Solid metal, I think brass, maybe pot metal. Sold for $12.55. Oh. I know. I was just I was intentionally trying to annoy Dawn. Ooh, I don't know that I do. I mean, you could check my eBay store, but I don't believe I have any. That is not ringing a bell of anything that I've listed recently. Did I forget something? Yeah, I totally forgot. Oh no, it's on the floor. That's not good. All right. Sold a box of these here matches. You know the deal. I actually, after this one sold, I raised the price like 80 cents. Because they were selling a little too fast on the onesie twosies. And I'm still the cheapest on eBay. But I wanted to encourage multi-item more. So that was my goal in raising the price, to hopefully get more multi-orders than single orders. And for the single orders that I get will be slightly more profitable. Next up, sold 2 more of these Silex water or coffee filters. Oh, look at that. We got a box ready to go. Those things have turned out, once I fixed the price, they've been moving. Not fix the price, fix the shipping. That was the problem. Those did a great tape job. Sold this vintage wood string spinning top. $13. It's been in the store a minute. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, I really like that too. That's really one of my favorite things about reselling. Is when you list a very unique item and it finds the absolute perfect home. And that happens a lot with postcards. A lot of people have, personal connections to places. And when you can find a unique place that somebody has a personal connection to and it finds that person, that's the best. This is terrible. Fix that. All right, I'm going to try that again. I'm just going to have to reprint that label. Okay, much better. Moving on. Sold this giant paperclip. This came out of the free sale. I like vintage desktop stuff, as you all know. Sold for $9, so not huge money, but good money nonetheless. Especially considering buy cost was nada. I was not, I don't know what the hell I just was doing. Let's maybe do something. Nice. We already got this ready. All right, next up, also from the free estate sale, combat boots. So I listed these and I sent an offer out. And I said in that offer, the message that I sent literally was kind of fun. I felt it was pretty funny. Said that these boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. If you don't take this offer, I'll slip them on and I won't be selling them to you. And then they took the offer. They sold for $40. Let's see here. It's going to be a little bit cheaper to go in one of these. So that's what they're going to do. And it was a lot because these boots won't fit me. But, nobody needs to know that. But these were free. And actually, like, one of the last things that I pulled out of that sale, there was a closet that, like, was at the very end of it. And a whole bunch of people had already gone through it. And I'm like, those are freaking, there was 2 pairs. One of them still hasn't sold. And a motorcycle leather bag that sold already. And I'm, just because I know motorcycle boots are hella expensive. I was surprised that nobody had grabbed them. Perfect, 4 pounds. next, another easy item. This came from the big box of Mickey Mouse stuff that I bought at Packwood. Sold a couple of things out of there, and I still have not listed a lot of it, but this little Disneyland magnet sold for $8. Oops. All right. So we talked about this. This is a flower or paper press or tie press. It is handmade by some guy, Alan B. Oleander. I don't know who that is, but basically you put your stuff in there, press it down, and leave it, and it'll flatten stuff out. This I bought at St. Benny's for $5, and it sold for $115 plus ship. And I knew exactly what this was when I saw it. So it's going to Lost Wages, Nevada. Do this work? Not quite. This one. Pretty much perfect. Pretty much. Or yeah, we're gonna see if we can get a little bit better protection with some of this. I don't think it will, but it might. What up, Sal? All right. What are we down to? Sold this Pittsburgh paint and brushes catalog. Vintage from 1963. So it's all the like stains and brushes that are available. Pretty cool. I have no recollection as to where I got this, but it sold for $22. The Squishiner. Exactly. Well, I had just picked up earlier this year like 3 of those whatchamacallites, flower press, tie press from my friend over in Seattle. So I was when I saw it, I'm like, I bet it's one of those. All right, how many more we got to go? 8. Not too bad. We're gonna make it. Sold a Christmas tree topper. This little beauty, this came from the House of Horrors last year, and it is not going to fit in there. Be right back. Got a shit ton of free bubble wrap from that postcard album I bought. Which ended up pretty good. Not the best one I've bought, like, especially for how much I paid for it. But still good. I'm pleased. I got most of it listed. I paid like $300-400 for it, and I've got about 1,300 in listings out of it. So not the best. Hey, sold another single thing of the matches. That's funny. For a slightly higher price. But hey, profit is profit is profit is profit. This is a Delta Airlines. I'm going to put it up on screen because you'll never see this. Here's a great, I think, item for background remover. Delta Airlines, junior stewardess. Trying to just give all the deets. Not big money, but this was actually in a lot from the buyout stock, and I split up the lot into individual listings because I thought they'd do better, and I was right. This sold for $476, which is fine. There was a couple of other things I sold out of that same lot already. And I think the lot itself was listed for like $10. So I don't need all of that. Yeah, you probably wouldn't like it if I went up against you on something because I am very often that guy. But I will also say that I have been sniped more times than I have done the sniping. But you should always watch at the end of the auction, because it's always the last 30 seconds that stuff goes crazy. In fact, I do believe you're better off not putting in a bid unless it's something where you just kind of want to put a placeholder on it, so you'll get a notification when it's ending and all that stuff. You can also just watch it, but let's see here, where's this going? Georgia. Is it going to be under a pound? I don't think so. I think it's already over a pound. Indeed. Oh, you know what? I got this like crazy sturdy cardboard. I should use this. This is from that auto parts stuff. This shit is unbreakable.
A miracle today. 4 women rescued from an underground apocalypse cult allegedly run by
proclaimed the Messiah, Reverend Richard Wayne Gary Wayne, best known to Yelp users in this area
as Durnsville's worst wedding DJ. I am now joined by a neighbor who watched all the drama unfold. Well, today's thing. Mr. Dixon?
Oh, yeah. What had happened was, I was at the fly, caught my bike time with my grandson. When I didn't know it, 400 police vehicles came booking. They went busting up in that weed white dude's house. Yeah, up in here. You're ready for creepy rounds, but unbreakable, they alive, living. It's America. Unbreakable, they alive, living. Females, strong as it. Two, one, two, three, four, breakable. They alive, living. It's America. 1, 2, 3, 4, bro, come up. Females are strong as hell.
Oh, you're gonna fit. All right, there we go. It's happening. Didn't want to at first. Come on. You going in. We're almost there. Be there. I didn't even show what this is. It's a Pirates, Pittsburgh Pirates ashtray / change dish / candy dish / dresser plate / jewelry tray / collectible plate. Whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. All right, that was definitely worth $2 of effort. Oh yeah, believe me, I'm not trying to disagree with you at all, because I despise being sniped. But my only relief from that is getting right back in there and doing the sniping. Yeah, I will also drive up prices completely unabashedly. Like I'm really good at figuring out what somebody's top bid is and getting them right up to it. Like if I know that I'm not going to win something, I'm not going to let it go cheap. Where is it? There. All right, we got some vinyl and things and such going out, so we're going to do that. Yeah. Like if there's first up we're gonna do this Giacomo Puccini doing La Funicula. Sorry, one of my favorite pieces of classical music. I think it's you've heard the song, the song. It's that one. Funicula. That's how it goes. Something. Funiculi. Yeah. This sold for $26.96. Oops. All right, so now instead of packing this right away, I'm actually just going to use it as a template. All right. Oops. We want to save that one for the other one because I measured it. Nope. I had it right the first time. Sold ET on Laserdisc. This is the like super collector's edition. That sold for an amount I will tell you in a moment. $24.95. It would have gone for more, but it is missing the CD. It came with a soundtrack CD, and this does not have it. This came from my family's collection. It was probably watched once, maybe twice, max. So all the discs are in really good condition. No idea how the CD would have gotten lost. Like, I don't know who in my family would be like, yeah, E.T. soundtrack. Yeek. Yeah, so after I played on Saturday, I was like, I'm going to download this. People have been asking me for a mix, and I went back and I listened to it, and the sound quality was potato. So I'm going to fix that. One of the issues was it was recording off my webcam microphone instead of my good, nice microphone. But regardless, I'm going to go direct input next time, and the sound quality will be basically straight off of the MP3s. So probably not going to happen until for at least a week, especially since I'm gone Wednesday evening through Sunday. So, all right, next up, sold this here Bo Jackson vintage poster. Sold for $22. Could have got more. It's not the best condition, but hey, it is what it is. It says 25 inches. It's going to be more like 24. Still going to get that surcharge. Be about a $10 ship. Yeah, baby. That's awesome. Hell of a lot better than those posters I shipped the other day. So, let's see here, 24 foot. Yep. little bit over on the weight. Not the end of the world. How long does it take to get paid on Mercari? Basically, once your customer receives the item and rates you, and if they don't rate you in 3 days, then they pay you. All right, we down to our last one. It is a Wrecked Bobby Vinton. Oh shit, all my sales just ended. I totally missed it. Bobby Vinton, roses are red. $10. Been in the store for about a year. A little over a year, June 2022. So this would have come from the Habitat for Humanity scrap vinyl buy. Was this? Oh, that was. Is that what I think it is? Yep. That was for making diodes or electrodes, I should say, for electrolysis. Like, why is this broken cable here? Alrighty. We done. All right, everybody. Well, we'll be back tomorrow, nice and early. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic day. We shall catch you, on the flippy flop. Peace out. Berber.